Hello and welcome to part 2 of back testing, at least my way. Anyway, so after I have eyeballed an indicator, paired it up with another indicator, and I'm happy with the results, it's time to actually back test it to get some real numbers for at least 2 years. So how I do that is I use the Soft Forex simulator. Now, I know that they have a free version of this, and honestly, I didn't even mess around with it. I just went ahead and I purchased the software package. It was $99, and to me, it was worth every penny because it helps me stay more honest. And it gives me a lot of really good information that I probably wouldn't be able to get on my own. And honestly, I haven't quite figured out the whole strategy tester thing yet in MetaTrader 4. So disclaimer there. But I did. I purchased it. Again, it's called Soft 4FX Forex Simulator. So I pull that on. It is an EA. And then I say, start a new simulation. So in this simulation, we're going to be doing Euro USD. And let's see, restore my last. I'm going to be starting the simulation from the 1st of January on 2/18. And I'm going to be ending the simulation on January 15th of 2020. So that gives me just over 2 years of data. Okay, and I get this set up, and you want to set this up with whatever your currency is. Definitely allow for rewinding if you want to, check things out. Okay, so we get all this set up, and we're going to start the simulation. Alrighty, so the first thing that we have to do is we have to set up our chart. So I'm going to hit charts, and again, this isn't a tutorial on this necessarily. Okay, so now I'm saying I want a standard chart. I want it to be daily, so I'm going to add that. And you see now we have our Euro USD. What you'll have to do with this software is you'll have to download this information. Okay, so let's close that. We don't need that. So now we have our Euro USD data. And if you notice, it's starting right here at January 1, 2018. That's where we want to start our testing. So we need to get our indicators on here. So I have a template that I call back testing. Okay, and so where are we here? January. Let's get back to our January 1, 2018. Okay, we're here. Let's make our chart move over. So here you see it's actually December 24th, 2017, close enough. So for my test, I am going to tell it to do 0.1 lot. Okay, because I'm not going to be using my trade assistant. I'm going to have to be entering these manually. Okay, so the other thing we're going to need here is our ATR so that we know how many pips that we're going to trade. So let me go back over here, and I apologize, I didn't have this set up in my template. Okay, so I'm just going to get the ATR. Okay, and get rid of that. So now we have our ATR here on the bottom, and it gives us our number right here. So here we are, January 2018, and we are ready to rock and roll. The only other thing that I like to do is I like to pull up this window of the trades because I can keep track then of my trades as I do them. Hit the break even. All right. So the other thing you want to make sure is that you are not doing this tick by tick, you're doing this bar by bar because it'll take forever. Okay, so now we just go along. We hit the next bar, the next bar, the next bar, and what we're doing is we're waiting for a new signal. Okay, going along, going along, going along, going along. Okay, so here we have our first signal. And this is how you would encounter it in real life trading, because you, again, can't see what's down there. So here we have a signal, but if you notice, we don't have enough volume yet. So we're going to go to the next bar. Now we do. So now we have a down signal and we have high enough volume. And at this point, we see that our ATR is 96. Okay, so our first take profit will be 96, and our stop loss will be 1.5 times that. So according to my cheat sheet here, I see that 96 pips for an ATR equals 144 for our stop loss. So I put that in. So I am going to sell one at that, and then I'm going to take the stop loss off of the second one, okay, and sell again. So now I have my 2 trades on. I have both of them with the stop loss and one of them with a 1 ATR take profit. So let's see how it goes. So now I just advance, 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 advance. Oops, bummer. Okay, so that one, both of them stopped out. Okay, so we keep going, and actually, see how I went back and forth? This one is actually now a signal to go long, okay, because we, on this candle, we got our blue signal and we have volume. So I'm actually going to take a buy. So I look at my ATR and it is 92 for the first take profit, and 92 is 138 on our stop loss. Okay, so that is a buy. And then my second one is no take profit buy. Let's see if this one does any better. Just keep up, and again we stopped out again. So now we're waiting for, oh, I think I missed one there. Okay, so here when we stopped out, actually we had a red. Let's see what that number is. Is it going to tell us? No, it doesn't look like it's going to tell us. Okay, so we had an entry because our volume was up. So we have to sell there. And this is 86, take profit. And 86 is equal to 129 stop loss. Well, I hope we have some winners here soon. I want to show you how to break even. Okay, so now we go along. Let's see if this one's gonna, okay, so now as you can see, we hit our first take profit and our one trade is closed. So now what I want to do is I want to hit break even with my second one, and now we're going to go along until I don't really have an exit indicator, only looking for a crossover, but it just hit the break even anyway. Okay, so here we have a signal, but we have no volume. So let's keep going. Okay, now we have a signal going down, and we do have volume, so that is another sell. And our ATR is at 76, so that's going to be our first take profit level. And 76 is a 114 stop loss for both of them. Okay, so that's our first one. And then our second one. Let's see what we do with this one. Ooh, got really close to stopping out there. And taking profit. Oh boy. Okay, well, they both stopped out. Okay, so this is how you do it. I mean, you just go through and you keep testing. So we have another buy here, and it looks like we've got the volume to support it. So I'm going to take a buy, And that's, say, 71. And 71 has a stop loss of 107. This is going to be the last one I do, and then I'm going to pause the video so that you don't have to watch all of this boring. Whoops, that needs to be 0. All this boring stuff. But this is how you do it. Okay, and we stopped out again. Boy, not doing so good. So I'm going to pause the video here, and I'm going to continue testing, and then when I come back, we'll see what the results are. Okay? All right, welcome back. I'm coming to the end of my simulation, and there we go. So I am now at January 15th. And I got to tell you, this has not done too well. Look here. It is minus almost 16%. And it's down from 10,000 to 84.17. Now, mind you, this is just the indicator and volume. We don't have any kind of trend direction on here yet. We don't have any type of baseline. But let's see what else we got. So if we go to our statistics here, and let's make that a little bigger here so you can see. This is one of the nice things about the software is it does give you all of these statistics. I don't know if you can see that. Let me make sure. Pull it over here. So you can see here that the realized profit was down, almost $1,600. Okay. Total profit loss was that much. Absolute drawdown was 1,700. Maximum relative drawdown was 17%. Not good, not acceptable. Well, look at the spreads, though. The spreads were pretty high. So if we go down here, we see that the profit factor wasn't even 0.5. We had 19 out of 70 profitable trades, so definitely not good. But this is the type of information you can get if you use the simulator. So what I can do now is I can actually save this. So hold on one moment for me. We're going to export statistics to Excel, and what I will do is I will call this DPO histogram with volume only. Backtest. BKTST. And I'm just going to put it on my desktop for now. Okay. So now I have this. Statistics have been exported, and I can get out of here. If we decide that we want to retest this now with maybe a trend indicator to keep us out of the trades in the wrong direction, or a baseline or something like that, we'll have something to compare it to see if it brings up any of those statistics. So that's how I backtest. Wish this one had a little bit more positive results, but I may continue to play with it. It's Sunday, and it's lockdown, COVID-19, so what else have I got to do? Anyway, I hope this was helpful for you, and you have some success in your backtesting, whatever means you see fit to do so. Thanks again.